Okay, it's 5:20, and it is time to begin the Community Development Committee meeting. May I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Rivera,
Present.
Alderman Moiseo, Alderman Florian,
Present.
Alderman Hayes,
Present.
Alderman Turner.
Present.
Thank you. Okay, we will go on to approve the minutes of the September 6, 2022 regular meeting. May I have a motion, please?
Second.
Okay, motion by Alderman Hayes, seconded by Alderman Florian. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Okay, number 2, audience time. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to talk regarding anything that's on the current agenda? Okay, there being none, I will move on to number 3. Can you hear me? Okay. I will move on to number 3, old business. There being no old business, I will move on to number 4, new business. And we will start with item A. An ordinance to approve zoning calendar number 2676, a conditional use permit for an automotive service at 1120 West Washington Street. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Seconded.
Motion by Alderman Florian, seconded by Alderman Hayes. Are there any questions to this motion? May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Hayes,
Aye.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Chairman Rivera.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, item B, an ordinance approving zoning calendar number 2678, a text amendment to the Waukegan zoning ordinance sections 8.3-9, parentheses 6, parentheses A, parentheses 6, comma 6B4, and 6B9 regarding the Western Gateway Overlay District in the B2 Community Shopping District, adding casinos to uses allowed to have taverns, cocktail lounges, and outdoor dining as necessary uses, clarifying casinos as a permitted use into Section 13.2 defining casino and helipad. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Alderman Turner makes the motion, seconded by?
I'll second.
Alderman Hayes. Are there any questions to this motion? May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Hayes,
Aye.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Chairman Rivera.
Aye, thank you. Okay, we will go to item C, a resolution to approve a contract with Rabin Paving LLC in a not-to-exceed amount of $91,000 for concrete installation at Waukegan Municipal Beach for the accessibility improvement project from CDBG line item number 245-550-526-487. May I have a motion, please?
May I make one correction to that
Yes.
line item? 245-550-426-487. I think you said a 5 instead of a 4 there. Just want to make sure we're recording the right number.
Okay, all right.
We'll get
245.
paid out of the right line item regardless.
Okay, 245-550-426-487.
That's correct.
So
Thank you.
moved.
Can we have our lakefront coordinator come up and explain for the public what this means?
Can we do the motion and the second first?
Second the motion.
Okay, the motion was seconded by Alderman Turner. Motion was made by Alderman Florian, and we will hear from our lakefront coordinator. Thank you.
Good evening. So on August 15th, the council approved a project for CDBG accessibility at the lakefront. We're going to pour a concrete pad where the existing turnaround is. It's going to extend easterly towards the lake. They're going to build a concrete ramp. I think there are photos. There might be a drawing in the packet that you have at the back of the bid packets. There's going to be a concrete ramp, and then we're going to purchase a mobility mat that's going to go from the cement all the way to the shore so that people in wheelchairs or who have mobility impairments can make their way to the lakefront. And we're also going to provide some street furniture and some shade structure. Those are what should we say, amenities that'll be added in the spring probably, but we're hoping to get the concrete poured before the snow flies so that we're ready to go next summer with this project. So the concrete pad will also provide a nice place for our elderly residents and our people who have mobility impairments to hang out closer to the beach without having to traverse the park, the grass. They can pull up, get dropped off, and be right there.
You know, I was under the impression that it was actually going to go into the water. They could actually roll their chair down into the water.
They can, yeah. So
really?
the mat that will get laid down, we actually have a couple swimmers who are, we have a gentleman who has multiple sclerosis. He swims the beaches all over, and
Yeah.
he has a goal to get Moby mats installed up and down the lakefront, you know, from Chicago to Kenosha. But
Excellent. That is going to be awesome.
yeah, they can get all the way to the water.
And the idea is to have this project fully implemented for next season.
For next season, yes.
Outstanding.
And just want to make a comment that Director Kisher-Lepper is the one who wrote the grant for this project. So I'm just taking it over the finish line.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay?
Thank you both.
Thank you very much.
I
Wow.
have one question.
Yes, Alderman Florian.
So I was speaking with someone who's been around even longer than I have, and they were saying that they thought at one time there was a concrete path down to the water. Like, I think maybe, do you remember that old structure that was bathrooms and a concession stand and stuff?
On the north end of the beach, or the one that was torn down maybe in 2014?
Yeah, that one.
It never went all the way to the beach.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Hayes,
Aye.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Chairman Rivera.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, item G, an ordinance approving the sale of a portion of 601 East Seahorse Drive to Larson Marine Services Incorporated. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, a motion by Alderman Hayes. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Alderman Florian seconds it. Are there any questions?
Yes, sir. How much are we selling this for?
$16,000, it says here.
Is that in here? I didn't see that in here. I just looked at the attachments. and it's-
Section 2, the city authorizes the sale of the property by the city of Waukegan to Larson or its successor in an interest in the amount of $16,000.
Great. It must have been right in front of me. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other questions? May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Hayes,
Aye.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Chairman Rivera.
Aye. The motion passes. Thank you very much. Item E, a resolution approving order number one, a resolution approving change order number 1 to the professional services agreement with Convergence Strategy Group in the not-to-exceed amount of $15,000 for additional casino market and feasibility studies. May I have a motion on this, please?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Alderman Florian, seconded by Alderman Hayes. Are there any questions to this motion?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are they just revisiting the kind of the conclusions that they had arrived at initially and now just factoring in the economic impact of recent months of inflation and
The inflation, the supply chain issues, the impacts on our revenues because of the delay in opening.
okay.
And also Kenosha is now considering a casino,
Yes.
so that's a whole new competitor.
Sure.
And
okay.
they had factored that in to some degree, but not that it was an active discussion, so, yeah.
So we're asking them to supplement the report. It's not like they went outside the budget, right?
Right, no, they were fully within the budget and prepared a report, but the world started changing a little bit, and so we made a request to them to give us a price for a refinement of their results based on current conditions.
Okay, thanks.
And is,
Seems
so,
prudent.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this money is still coming out of our casino money pot that we had.
Yes, out of the
What-
escrow from the
Yeah, thank you.
developer, yes.
Money pot's a bad name.
I like casino money. We can roll with that.
The cup. Okay, any other questions to this motion? May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Hayes,
Aye.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Chairman Rivera.
Aye, thank you. Okay, moving on to number 5, reports and communications and information, there being none. And I will take a motion to adjourn the meeting at 5:30.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Alderman Florian, seconded by Alderman Hayes. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Our meeting ended at 5:30.